on this rooftop where he wanted to replace the heat exchanger. And we got to do an inducer motor, pressure switch. So I'll kind of keep you posted when we go through this thing. Let's do some timestamp here. It is 10:19, and let's see how long this takes us. It shouldn't take us that long. This is the one where we had, I don't know, 8 foot, 7 foot between the edge. So I got a helper today. I got Cam helping me today, and we're going to get this thing apart and get the heat exchanger in and the inducer motor and get it up and running. And this is a 5-ton rooftop that we're revisiting. I do have a video on it before, you know, when I found the cracked heat exchanger and the bad inducer motor. So it's 10:19. Let's see what kind of time we can make on this. As you see, we got it out. Oh, we had a rain delay. Let's see. Started at, I think, 10:19. 11:33. Yeah, we had a rough time getting this out, and I'm still having a rough time with it. All my screws up here for this collector box rusted. I gotta figure out how to get that out of there. I think I'm gonna end up, I don't even know if I, yeah, that's connected right there. So I'm gonna have to, so this sits on top of that. But, geez, this thing's a wreck. I mean, it's full of rust in there. I'm gonna have to seal that back up somehow. But getting this thing out was a total disaster. I do not recommend doing a heat exchanger on this thing. I mean, all the insulation tore off. That thing was in there so tight, and there's nothing you could do to do anything. And I think I'll end up taping a lot of this back together, I hope. And it all depends on how the other one goes back in. Or I might end up just getting rid of a lot of the insulation. There's nothing I can do. So, I mean, there were screws in here, screws behind the compressor. And honestly, I don't even think this bracket's supposed to be there. I think that's just a shipping bracket that never got taken off from 15 years ago, or however old this thing is. But, yeah, we're in the process of trying to, yeah, it looks like, yeah, that little box is just caulked together. What a crap design. So, next step is getting all these parts off and getting it put on that. This is going to be a joy. And if you look, down this heat exchanger, look, you can see light. See my hand? There's light down there. Look at the, I think there's, can you see it? Can you see it? Not on that one, this one. There's my camera. You can't see it down there, but way down there, you can see there's another crack. There's another one down there. Yeah, I can see light when I look down these tubes. So this thing is pretty much wasted. I gotta get these bolts off here, so I'm gonna get my torch up here and just heat those up and get those off, and then try to get this faceplate off, which is gonna be a joy all the way around. This is a pretty rough heat exchanger. I think I've done one of these before. and I didn't like it, and I don't think that it's been quite a few years, maybe 3-4 years, well, maybe 5 years since I did the last one. Can't remember how much of a pain it was, but, and it's raining, and it's nasty, and it's 30 degrees outside, and I'm standing on the roof freezing. So that's the kind of day I'm having. So let me try to get these apart and go from there. I got my helper going to get a grinder so I can grind these screws off of here. Then I got to get the screws off for the inducer bracket too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see how that all comes apart. What a disaster. Disaster. Alright, we'll go from there, man. Getting it back together. I got another guy up here helping me. I'm kind of just supervising right now, and they're getting it back together. So we had to replace the inducer motor. I had to torch the nuts off, heat them up to get them off. We finally got this thing back in. Get it back in. They're over there getting the inducer back on and everything wired up. It's just been a bear of a unit. No, I don't. I don't think I do. So just getting the wire back up there. There's the inducer motor. I gotta get the burner rack in. Got the blower back in. Nice disconnect laying on the ground. That's got to go back up. This is the joys of doing a York heat exchanger. Alright, well, get back to you when we get it started up. Get it started up. It's gonna start smoking here in a minute. Some blue flame starting up. Now we're going to let this thing run, but yeah, there's some smoke. Starting to smoke a little. Not too bad. I'm going to run it so I'm blowing it out this way instead of down in the space. I run it for like 15 minutes and then we'll cover this back up, just to burn off the oil. And we're starting to get smoke out of the inducer too.
Something on that actually burns off.
Yeah, it's like
let them know it's probably smoking.
No, I got it covered up, Mike.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. It's like we're at a barbecue. Yeah, we're having a little barbecue heat exchanger. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.